Hello, podcast listeners. We know podcasts are a great way to catch up on a program that you may have missed on KSJE, and it's provided as a free service of this radio station. But you know, KSJE is now listener-supported, and so while you enjoy this podcast, we hope that you'll also take some time to join KSJE. Become a member today. It's quite easy to do. Just go to our website at ksje.com/support and pick the level of support that best matches your budget. Thanks again for listening. Here's your podcast. 10 minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Tuesday morning, the 25th day of March, 2025. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott Michlin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE 90.9 FM over the air here in San Juan County, New Mexico. In Durango, Colorado, we broadcast at 103.3 FM. And if you're listening anywhere else on the planet, you've gone to our website to do that, streaming all the time from ksje.com. Also want to welcome our viewers who are joining us this morning. The video of this program is streaming out live to the KSJE Facebook page and also to our YouTube channel. So you can also watch the program in addition to listening to it. So welcome aboard, everyone. So glad that you are with me, because coming up this morning, our focus today is Tres Rios Habitat for Humanity, the local organization celebrating a special birthday this year. We'll talk about that in just a moment. And also a family into their brand new home recently. We'll talk about that and some other events that are coming up, how you can support Habitat for Humanity or maybe volunteer. All that coming up this morning right here on KSJE. It's Tuesday, of course, so later on this hour we'll also be checking in with Amber Francisco over at the Farmington Regional Animal Shelter. She'll be telling us about some of the pets available for adoption this week, including Shadow. That's the dog you see on the screen right there. Stay tuned for that coming up later on. Next hour, of course, Mick Hess takes us roving with the arts, our weekday classical music program. That begins right after the news at 9:06 right here on KSJE. Don't forget, in addition to Facebook and YouTube, you can also connect with us on X and Instagram, in addition to Facebook and YouTube. And if you're a podcast person, you can subscribe for free to KSJE Podcasts and maybe discover a new local program that you may have missed recently. Outside our studios here at San Juan College, it is a sunny Tuesday morning, currently 41 degrees. We're expecting a mostly sunny and mild day today. Take a look. Temperatures topping out near 70 degrees. Overnight low tonight down to 43. It'll be a bit warmer even tomorrow with partly sunny skies and a high of 74. Sunny and 73 on Thursday, 68 by Friday, 59 for Saturday and Sunday, but still pretty mild weather with overnight lows getting warmer too, down to about mid-30s over the weekend. I'll be back with my guests right after this on KSJE. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center. The caregivers of San Juan Regional Medical Center are committed to bettering the quality of life, health, and care of individuals, families, and our communities. Life is their sacred trust. Better is their mission. Here is their home. San Juan Regional Medical Center, improving the health of the Four Corners since 1910.
Life is all about getting from one place to another, from home to work, between school and the store. But what if you don't know exactly how to get there? That's where the Navigation Center can help. Maybe you've lost vital documents, need help with housing, or can't find a medical provider. Located inside Presbyterian Medical Services at 1001 West Broadway, the Navigation Center can help you navigate life's challenges. The San Juan County Navigation Center, connecting to resources, empowering lives.
I'm back in Studio A this morning with my guest, as I mentioned, from Tres Rios Habitat for Humanity. Executive Director Cindi Haws is here with me this morning. Welcome back to KSJE. Good morning.
Hey, thank you so much for having us.
You bet. It's great to have you here. You've been busy.
Yes.
Last few weeks, months.
Yeah,
year. Lots of years.
We have been very busy. We've been excited.
Lots going on, that's for sure. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about some of those things with you this morning. And first being, you have a family in their new home. That happened just recently, right?
We just had our home dedication a couple weeks ago, and they were able to move in. So
nice.
They're so excited.
And this is the look at that. We're showing the house right now that the family helped to build.
Yes.
As part of the Habitat for Humanity mission. And so how long did that take? What was this timeline roughly?
6.5 months.
Okay.
And we had complete volunteer help this year. Our contractor volunteered his time.
Wow.
Craig Anderson, he's been amazing.
Shout out, yeah.
Yes, and so many other volunteers that showed up
Wonderful.
every weekend helping.
Awesome. So that seems like it was a pretty quick timeline then, 6.5 months.
Yes, I think that they usually tell them about 6 months, so
Okay.
it was right where we needed to be.
Very,
So.
very good. And so here's the family, and they added some sweat equity, as it were, right, to the
Absolutely.
project?
Yes, they were wonderful. They're helping the Perez family. They are very grateful, and Rhea, she's the little girl. She's so excited to be in there. She got to choose the room color and
Right.
all that fun stuff.
That's all part of it too, right?
Yes.
As you're building these homes, the family gets to have some say into some of the things that go into the home, especially paint colors and things
Yes.
along that line. So that's an important part of this as well. But that's wonderful. So congratulations to them. And the dedication was how long ago? A couple weeks.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah. So they're settled now, or
Yes.
getting settled.
Yes.
If anyone who's moved knows, it takes a while,
Takes a
maybe,
minute.
to settle. But you can see those smiles. They look very happy to be in their new home. And congrats to them. And I guess this means you're ready for a new project, or projects plural.
Yes.
Right?
We have a couple other homes coming up this year. We will be building our first fully handicap accessible home. It'll
Oh,
be
cool.
built in Farmington. We're hoping to start in the summer.
Okay.
And it is for a single individual. She's 24, so that'll be exciting to build for a single person.
Right.
In the past, we've built for single moms that have kids, families, and now a single individual. So it shows people how broad we are. Anybody can apply.
That's right.
It makes it nice.
Very true. And so this individual is disabled, and so she needs a home like that with those
Yes.
different amenities and accessibility features that will be, I guess, built in, which is kind of nice too.
Absolutely. Roll under stove so she can cook. Just everything built
Right.
in with her in mind and
Very
make
cool.
her life easier.
Exciting. And so that will start in the summer, you said, hopefully?
Yes, yes.
And I know you're always looking for volunteers. Folks can always sign up to help on any of these projects, right?
Absolutely, yes. We are completely volunteer ran, so it's amazing having those people step up and help and
Right.
how we get houses built.
Very, very good. And I know you also work with the volunteers to maybe help them figure out where they can go, what work they can do, or what work they want to do. Not everyone has to wield a hammer or lay carpet or anything like that if they don't want to, right? They can do what they,
Yes.
with a paintbrush or who knows what they'd like to do.
We have a lot of options. They can even work in our restore if they are not wanting to do construction. They
Good
can help when
point.
we do the house, or when we have our Brush with Kindness program, we have ramp building, or we paint houses. So
Now that's a little different, right? That's
Yes.
smaller projects that you do throughout the year.
yes, our Brush with Kindness program, we build handicap ramps and we will paint houses. We only do exterior work, unfortunately. We have one coming up April 24th and 25th. It's in Flora Vista. It's for a disabled veteran. We'll be painting his house and redoing siding on the front of it.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Okay. So you could
will
use volunteers for that.
Absolutely need volunteers for that. And if they're interested, they can email habitatsanjuan@gmail.com, and
Okay.
we'll get them signed up and keep them in the loop.
Very good. I know your Facebook page is also a great resource too,
Yes.
to find out about upcoming events and sign-ups for volunteer opportunities, things like that. And this is,
Absolutely.
I guess, designed to be kind of a one-day thing, right? You get a bunch of volunteers that can go in and probably finish most of the work in one day,
Yes.
right?
This one may be 2 day. We have to wash the house and do a few things, prep work.
Okay.
But definitely
But a smaller project.
smaller project. Yes.
Than building an
absolutely.
entire house. So that's true. And then you have another house that is, it's been donated to the organization that you'll be working on this year too, I guess, right?
Yes, we have a house in Bloomfield that's been donated. It was in rough shape. It has been gutted. So right now it sets as a 3-bedroom, but it could be a 5-bedroom. So we're waiting to find that family to see what their needs are. And then they get to go in and pick, the paint color, the flooring, the cabinets. They're very involved in what
Gotcha.
color appliances. Whirlpool has been amazing. They donate our appliances in the houses. So we have some really neat companies that help us out and
Awesome.
get us where we're going.
That's great. That's very good. And so I guess applications are open for a family or families to apply at least, whether not this house, but maybe the next ones?
Yes, it'll be specifically for the Bloomfield house that
Okay.
our applications are open.
Gotcha.
And we're Still looking at the date. They will be opening soon, so if you watch our Facebook page or website, you'll be able to know when they come on. Or if you don't want to miss it, you're more than welcome to email also and
Right.
say, put me on the list. and
Okay.
I'll get them on there.
Very good. And so since this house it sounds like a kind of a larger home, you'd probably be looking for a larger family maybe that would fit. Is that kind of how you try to do that with the properties that you have available?
Yes.
Especially this one that's already
this
built,
one,
right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we would want to put at least, a family of that would need a 3-bedroom
At least.
house at least in
Right.
that. So
Gotcha. That makes sense. But this was a home that was donated to the organization, and I
Yes.
guess that's also something that you would accept, right? If someone has a property that they would like to donate,
Absolutely.
you would be able to accept that?
either land or house, we will, that's something that we look into and are so grateful for. We do refinish them. They're like brand new when the partner families move into them.
Right.
So it's not like getting an old house. You still will get a really nice remodeled home, but it helps us tremendously be able to put families in a home and
Sure.
make the process faster.
Exactly. And maybe lowers the cost a little bit since the
Yes.
house is already somewhat built, right? But
Yes.
you're certainly going in and updating most everything, it sounds like to me.
'Cause
So,
it's not very cheap now. Building houses are
Right.
It's expensive. It's
That's
crazy.
true.
Cost and everything.
materials have gone up for sure,
Yes.
right? And it takes a little bit of time, right?
Yes.
At least the 6 months, if not a little bit more. So
Absolutely.
that's important. I know not everything on cable television doesn't take 28 minutes, like it shows on TV, right? It's a little bit
Unfortunately.
longer, isn't it, than that? So that's very true. But that's really exciting, and it proves another point about how the community has responded to Habitat for Humanity over the last few years. And this is your 34th year?
Yes. April
Congratu-
22nd is Tres Rios Habitat's birthday. Will be 34 years old.
Congratulations.
Yes.
So over that time, though, the community has donated, as you mentioned, property and homes and
Yes.
other things to the organization, and you've been able to use that to help. I'm trying to remember how many families, but maybe,
This was our 15th house that we just completed.
Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. So
So-
that's at least 15 families.
Yes.
I think there's been more than that because I think you've had some other homes donated that have been remodeled and refinished and things like
I
that.
believe so.
So, but
Yes.
lots of success stories over that 34 years.
Absolutely.
That's exciting.
We have one homeowner. Received a home in 2019, and she just bought her own salon. She's been able to.
Oh, nice.
It was 2017 that she got into the house. So then
Okay.
she's been able to grow and just bought her own salon. So it's exciting to see the progress that the partner families are making and the progress that their kids make. There's a lot of statistics on how it breaks generational poverty. It's not really affecting just that specific family. It goes on for years, and
Right.
it's really neat.
The whole idea of home ownership, right, and
Yes.
being able to invest in that asset and that grows in value and things like that. And so, again, in this example, shows that this individual's been able to open her own business. It sounds like.
Yes.
So very, very cool. Congratulations. Another great success story. You also mentioned the restore that I know we hadn't talked about yet, and that is another component of how the community can support Tres Rios Habitat for Humanity. The restore is open, and I know you accept donations of maybe if someone is remodeling their home and have some parts left over or replacing light fixtures or door hardware or faucets or whatever, they might be able to donate that to the restore.
Yes, absolutely. We take home improvement items, so doors, windows. We have a lot of furniture, and we have a good paint supply.
Right.
So it is somewhere where people can come in and fix their home up for not as expensive.
Right.
But we do have the community all donates to it. That's how the store's ran, is completely by donations. So
Furniture.
that's grown
Yeah.
the last couple of years. It's picking up, and we're so excited and so thankful for this community. They're truly amazing.
Right, no kidding. And so if folks are going to be spring cleaning anytime
Yes.
in the next few weeks or so, or maybe, replacing some furniture or things like that, that's another place where maybe they could call. And I know, do they still pick up large items?
Yes, we do. We have a pickup service, so if there are couches or appliances that aren't able to be hauled, we're more than happy to get you on the schedule and pick stuff up.
Nice.
The Restore is located at 1915 East Murray Drive. We're open from Tuesday to Friday,
Okay,
9 to 5, and then Saturday from 9 to 2. So
Good to know.
Yes.
Very, very good. Well, that's exciting as well. Another way that people can support Tres Rios Habitat for Humanity and maybe clean out the garage a little bit and find a new home for some of these things that still have some life left in them. And again, make a great opportunity for folks to pick up some things at a lower cost than having to buy brand new.
Absolutely.
So
Yes.
that's good to know. An event coming up that we want to make sure folks are aware of too to help, again, support the organization. And this involves food, so it's one of my favorite things, right, to talk
Yes.
about, which is prime rib dinner. This is something that you've done for the last couple of years, I think, right?
Yes,
This
I'm
event?
not even sure exactly how many years. I know it's been going several years, but this is my second year helping with it.
Right.
Sunray Park and Casino host us, which
Nice.
is amazing. And they will be April 11th, and you can buy tickets on the website at tresrioshabitat.com. It's $50 a person or $350 for a table of 8.
Okay. You
And
still have a few of those left?
We do.
Okay.
We do have about 60 tickets left, so
Okay.
not too many.
No.
But still, we'd love to fill up those, and
Be great to sell out, wouldn't
yes,
it?
it would be. We have sold out the last 3 years, I believe.
There
so.
you go. Very cool. Well, and it's a little bit at a different time this year. It's in April. I know in the past you've had it a little bit earlier in the year. So
Yes.
if folks were wondering when it's going to be, this is when it's going to be, everybody. So
Yes.
come and get your tickets. And there's a QR code on the screen. You can probably point your phone at that and go and get your tickets that way as
Absolutely.
well.
Yes.
So that's another great thing. You've got some door prizes that'll be available too, and good food. And again, being able to support the organization.
Yes.
So that's great.
We'd love for people to come out and join us.
Very
It'll be a fun night.
Right? Live music, again,
Yes.
live auction, silent auction is also part of this too, right?
Yes,
so,
it is.
More items. Any hints on what we might see at the auction yet?
We have some really neat pieces.
Okay. Gotcha. So we'll show up and find out.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. And then you're also working on an event that's going to be happening later on this summer, a very, very popular event, your car show downtown,
Yes, our
right?
car show on Main is
Yeah.
happening August 30th. And we're already selling vendor spots. Last year we had 92 cars and about 55 vendors. We can definitely hold more cars, so we're hoping to continue to grow. And
But
it
that
was
seems
just-
like a lot.
it was
That's
a
more than it was the
neat-
year before,
Oh,
isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
we had 34 the year before. And so, we grew
tripled,
significantly.
kind of, in my rough math.
Yes,
Yeah.
we've added trophies and have judges and make it more of that type of car show. And we'll have live music, and yeah,
Nice. And this is an event where you kind of shut down
Yes.
Main Street downtown. and
from Lock Street to Miller Street, they shut it down, and
Uh-huh.
we're able to.
so everyone
take
can
over
just
and-
wander around the cars and
Yes.
show off their cars and
It's
talk
also
about the cars.
an evening car show. People don't normally have them
True.
in the evening, so it's really neat. Sunset on Main with the cars. Oh, it was so neat last year, and
Yeah.
we had a great turnout of just people coming through. Also,
Sure.
so.
That's wonderful. Well, that's open now, right, for folks to sign up?
Yes, if they want to be vendors, they can get on our website and sign up.
Okay. Very,
And we
very
do have
good.
limited spots for our vendors, so we
Sure.
encourage them to do that sooner than later.
True. Good point. And you've got different categories for cars, I guess, for folks that might want to
Yes,
enter,
we
right?
do. We have we had 10 classes last year. We may be expanding that. So
Okay. Very good. But I'm looking at the poster. Cars, trucks, lowriders, motorcycles, all those types of vehicles, right,
Yes.
are welcome, and probably others that aren't even on the list.
absolutely.
So
Anyone can drive there and park and pay the fee and enter. It doesn't matter.
show off your wheels.
Yes.
That's how it works.
Come
That's
support a good cause and have fun.
That's very true. But the event, the car show, is free to attend, right? It's the
Yes.
vendors and the folks that are showing off their cars that are
Yes.
giving the funds for the organization.
Absolutely.
But the public can go, and there'll be food and music, live food, live music.
We have raffles, and
A
we'll
big
have
event.
a Yeti cooler we'll raffle off from Manchester Agency.
Nice.
They've been great donating to us. So,
Right.
We have some.
They must buy those in bulk because they give those away all the time, I
They're so
think. But
amazing.
that's wonderful. But those are nice coolers. So
Yes.
that's a great thing to be able to give away. But there you are. And there's the email address on the bottom of that poster. If you are looking to get more information or to sign up, you can just email habitatsanjuan@gmail.com and ask your questions or get get signed up. But August 30th, it seems like it's a long ways off, but I'm afraid it's going to be here before we know it.
Absolutely. The way the year's going is so fast.
Right, right. But here we go. And but it's great to see it growing each and every year. And again, that helps the organization. And I know
Absolutely.
Habitat would probably like to build more than one house a year if you could, right?
Ideally, if we could get to where we're building 2 houses a year and several handicap ramps, that's our goal. So
that would be
just keep working towards it. Right now we have been able to do 1 house a year for a couple of years now, so hopefully we can continue on with that.
Right, exactly. Well, again, it's all because of the volunteers and the organizations, the companies in the area that help to help keep the prices a little bit low with appliance donations and things like that. So that really helps.
Yes, absolutely.
That's wonderful. Take me through the steps, if you can, for the families that sign up and that get accepted, because I think there's a misconception that it's a free house, and that's not really the case at all, because these families are putting in the sweat equity that we talked about, but then there's also a mortgage payment like everybody else, although it's a little bit different with a Habitat home. Can you talk to me about that a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. So kind of a rundown for a family of 4, they can't make more than $52,000 a year. Those numbers may change. Those were from last year, so they may be a little different. They have to have some type of inadequate housing, overcrowding, dangerous environment, leaky roof. It's pretty broad.
Right.
We do look at people's credit, but there's no magic number. It's we just really want to make sure that people are trying. We call it a hand up, not a hand out. So we just want to make sure those people are really trying, because they do have a house payment at the end. They put in 200 hours of sweat equity per adult. And then at the end, we sell them the house, 0% interest at cost.
Got it.
And so they do have a house payment. It is lower than most people's rent.
With 0%, right?
So it's pretty amazing.
And is it like a 30-year schedule mortgage?
It is.
Yes. Okay, so it's like a typical mortgage payment, but it's certainly a lower mortgage payment.
Yes.
Got you. And then and that's how it works. And so that's a great opportunity. And again, as you said, it really does help instill that idea of home ownership. It is helping with generational poverty and maybe breaking that cycle a little bit, and teaching these families, I guess, a little bit about home ownership and responsibility, and that they know when they sign up, right, that they are committing to that 30 year of payments, and being able to invest in that home and doing the work, that 200 hours, to make it their home eventually.
Absolutely. And with them helping with the sweat equity, they know the home inside out. They've been there since concrete was poured, so if something breaks, they're able to fix it and maintain their home, and they have a sense of pride because they built it and helped with it, so it's really neat.
Very true. And so again, as the application process opens later on this year, folks who are listening to us can maybe think about applying, or if they know someone maybe in some of that housing situation that could be, maybe they're living with family members or someone else, and they're just in an overcrowded situation, or maybe their current housing is just inadequate. That would put them maybe in a spot to apply with Habitat for Humanity.
Absolutely, yes. And if anyone has questions, they're more than welcome to reach out. That habitatsanjuan@gmail.com, and I can help answer any questions or help them get the application forms. So yes, very
good. And even if this year, as you mentioned, the other home that you're going to be working on, this donated home with 3 to 5 bedrooms for a larger family, if maybe someone's listening and said, well, I'm not a larger family, so maybe I shouldn't apply just yet, should they still apply now? And maybe if they don't match this criteria, would you keep their application around for the next time maybe?
Yes, I think that anyone that thinks they have a chance or even question it, it's worth reaching out and asking. Never hurts to ask. So definitely, if you feel like you might be in that right spot, then I think it'll be good.
Okay, put an application in. You never know, that's true. And one of the other things I wanted to ask you about too is you're going to be offering some classes this year as well. Not necessarily for homeowners, but maybe for someone thinking about maybe buying a home, or some other things to get ready before you buy a home, whether it's with Habitat or the other traditional ways. These classes could be helpful for individuals, right?
Absolutely. We're going to be offering some financial classes, so Power of Budgeting. It'll be on May 1st. We still don't have a location, so keep a lookout for the flyer. So then we have an Investing 101 class on May 29th, and we will be having a Safe and Clean Home class at the Habitat Restore, and that'll be May 5th. So, yeah, keep an eye out for if you would like to join that. The Safe and Clean Home class will go over fire extinguisher, fire alarms, carbon monoxide, and then they'll be gifted a basket of cleaning supplies. We'll show them, how to use them. And
Nice.
when they're done with that class, they can go next door to Echo and receive a free sanitary bag if they need.
Okay.
So, some
Very
supplies.
nice. Cool. And these classes are free of charge
They
for
are,
folks, right? If they want to
absolutely.
sign up. Okay.
We're just helping people
Yeah.
better themselves and
Very good.
yeah.
And the budgeting class, let me go back a little bit and ask you about these individual things too. The budgeting class, I guess, to help with just family budgets and things like that, and maybe try to put some money aside so that if they do want to maybe buy a house down the road or whatever, that maybe their credit's getting better and
Yes.
they look a little better to a bank or mortgage company if they have a budget in place.
Yes,
Tho-
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that class on. So Tamara Cole with Edwards and Jones, she's donating
Oh, yeah.
her time and putting on. She's one of our board members also, so
Excellent.
she's putting the classes on for us. So.
Got you. And that make probably the investing class too?
Yes.
That one as well.
yes.
So very good.
Both of
Well,
those.
give an idea of how to maybe save for the future. Again,
Yes.
down payments or things like that. So
Absolutely.
very-
And then the Safe and Clean Home, I'm having one of our homeowners,
Oh.
Beverly, she's going to be coming on and helping with the cleaning class
Okay.
side of it. So
very cool.
try to involve our homeowners and everybody as much as possible. So.
Right. That's important. That's great. Well, and that's another important thing to mention, I think, when folks are homeowners rather than just renters.
Yes.
It's a little different situation, right? And so maybe
Absolutely.
you just can't pick up the phone and call a landlord when something breaks. It's on you to figure out either to fix it or yourself or find someone in the community to come and fix whatever the problem is and maintain it and home maintenance, things like that. All those things are really important aspects for new homeowners to think about and
Yes,
realize.
Absolutely. They may not have ever been in that position where it was theirs to take care of and not somebody else's. So
Right.
having that knowledge is very helpful. So
Very, very true.
Yes.
Very true. Well, and Cindi, you were telling me that this is now your second year, I think, right?
Yes.
At the helm of Habitat for Humanity. What are some of the things you've learned in the last couple of years about the organization and just seeing how it works and seeing these great success stories of these families that are finding their new forever homes, hopefully?
yes, it's been very inspiring. The way that the community here comes together in San Juan County is just amazing. And hearing the success stories, just like the homeowner that just bought her own salon, and she's only able to do that because of the Habitat home and the little bit of extra financial freedom she had. It's been really neat. It's inspiring, and I absolutely am so thankful to be able to have this job. And
That's great. Well, and again, a lot of great work, a lot of support from your board, I know, a lot of support from the
Yes.
community. As you mentioned, the companies that donate and contribute and help out, the volunteers that come out and
Yes.
help to build these homes and the other smaller projects throughout the year. Again, those painting projects, those handicapped ramp projects that you do for veterans and seniors and others
Yes.
throughout the year. I think we forget sometimes about those that add up as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with our Brush with Kindness program, if people are in need of a handicap ramp, they're able to go onto our website and fill out the form for that. We do sometimes ask if they can pay a little bit, at 0% interest, even sometimes $10 a month. But a lot of the times the people that we're building them for are not able to. They don't have the extra funding. And so we just do it for
Sure.
them.
Right.
So that's
Right.
been really neat because unfortunately there's a bad problem with people needing handicap ramps in this area. There's a lot of people that are housebound and it affects them being able to get to a doctor's appointment or
Right.
have, a little self-worth and live life. They have to rely on people, and we really want to help
Right.
bridge that gap.
Very true. Well, again, they maybe not want to move from their home that they've been in for
Yes.
decades, and if they have this ramp, that suddenly changes everything
Absolutely.
about accessibility, and they can stay in their home and now get back and forth and in and out without too much difficulty, and so that's a real game changer for a lot of these folks. So
Absolutely.
they're great projects. Well, wonderful. Well, Cindi, we are out of time, I'm sorry to say,
Yeah.
but lots of things going on with Tres Rios Habitat for Humanity. I want to remind everybody about the prime rib dinner coming up on April 11th. Doors open at 6 out at Sunray Park and Casino. That's the High Desert Club at Sunray. A great opportunity there to support Tres Rios Habitat for Humanity. You can get your tickets online. Again, $50 each, or you can get a table of 8 and bring some friends
Yes.
for $350, and that cuts you a deal, right?
Yes.
So that's a great way to do that. And again, support the Habitat for Humanity organization here. Tickets at the website or at the Restore, as you mentioned, right?
Absolutely.
So you can do that as well. And then, of course, the car show coming up August 30th, Main Street downtown from 3 to 9 p.m. sign up, show off your car, or get a vendor space, and or just show up and enjoy the great cars.
Yes.
Very good. Cindi Haws, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
You're very welcome. My guest this morning from Tres Rios Habitat for Humanity on KSJE. KSJE and the San Juan College Native American Center present the Student Study Tip of the Week.
Hi, this is Marianne coming to you with your study tip of the week. Switch up your study spots. Studying in the same spot can get tedious, so why not mix it up and get a new perspective on things? College campuses have tons of study spots for students, from the library to the campus lawn to local cafes. Think back to studying with friends and finding an area to set up for an hour or for the day. Take advantage of these study areas, both indoors and outdoors, and give yourself a new view every day.
The Student Study Tip of the Week is presented by the San Juan College Native American Center and KSJE. Did you enjoy that podcast? We hope that you did, and if you did, share it with your friends. And if you really want to keep podcasts like this coming, please support KSJE. You can do it easily online at ksje.com.